Hey, my name's Ryan. I'm a 22-year-old from Scarborough, Maine. Currently a senior at the University of Southern Maine here in Portland. Growing up next to Portland's been, a blessing. It's been recently renowned as, some of the best local or microbreweries, across the U.S. We got the Bissell Brothers, Foundations, Gary's, Allagash. This first beer I have here is, probably the flagship of those is the Allagash White. In terms of some of the smaller breweries around here, if you were to try, anywhere you go, they're going to recommend Allagash White. It's a classic. We got the Sea Dogs and the Shipyards that, are everywhere. This is pretty much a state right in Maine. It's great, being able to go to all these local breweries. Just the people there you meet, they're all down to earth. Always great spending time with people like that. So the Allagash White's great beer. It's light, refreshing, wheat beer, a lot of spices. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. It's almost like a Blue Moon. That's probably the more popular, renowned, the U.S. kind of domestic version. But in terms of like the microbrews right here, this is the beer you can't beat. The next beer I got. So recently, actually, a funny story about it is I went to Vermont for a weekend, and didn't have much plans. Just went up, with my girlfriend for a weekend, and next thing you know, we spent a whole day on a beer bus, going to about 6 different breweries along the Burlington area. This is one of the best I probably had the whole time there. Now, not saying none of them were good; they were all amazing. But it's the Magic Hat. It's their flagship number 9, the only one I could get here in Maine. But it's a small little brewery in middle of nowhere or Vermont. But they're not quite pale ale, but great refreshing flavor. It's not heavy or too dark. Not too hoppy like an IPA. But you definitely get that kind of kick at the end. It's a great flavoring beer. It's the whole weekend. No real plans, just went up and, being able to spend time, going to all these breweries along Vermont, meeting new people along the way was a great experience. I think, didn't know anybody there and just happened to, made friends with everybody there. It was a great time. Next beer I got. Boom. Being a broke 22-year-old college kid, this is the beer you live on from the time you're 21 or so, regardless of, where you're from when you're 21 and up in Maine at least. This is the beer. Is it the best beer I've ever had? No, not at all. Is it the worst, though? I think that's underrated. It's not the worst. It is what it is. It's the cheap beer. You go to any college around the U.S., this is the flagship for U.S. college kids. We got probably the flagship of Maine and Allagash White, I would say. Flagship of, Magic Hat Brewery in Vermont and Burlington, the number 9. College kids around the U.S. Yeah, can't beat that. For the price, everything, can't beat that at all. Lastly, focus this in a little. We got RJ's Secret Stuff. So this is the beer that I'm making for the past couple weeks. This, I think, is the 4th batch of beer I've made. The other 3 weren't good. No, they were actually terrible. Wouldn't recommend them. But that's part of making beer and the process of everything you're gonna get. Not everything's gonna be perfect, and that's why I keep making it. It's I want that perfect beer, whether I make millions and sell it around the world, or if I just hang out with my friends and drink beer that I made, that kind of accomplishment, all you can ask for. I think drinking beer and hanging out is, it's not about just getting crazy or doing anything stupid like that. It's, it's about being with people, being able to relax with a nice cold beer, whether it's, friends you've had for a long time, or if you're just at a bar by yourself and just hanging out and making new friends. I think just the atmosphere and the environment that they are in, it's, part of it. And that's why I love doing it. So thank you for listening to this and watching me. Take care.